Good morning. So I just wanted to get on here and talk about desires. A lot of us are not honest about what we truly want. That's the first thing. We're in denial. Like, I hate it when people are like, "Oh, I don't want a big house. I don't want. Oh, that's too much. Da 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 da." Like, if it was truly too much to you, you wouldn't mention it before. So, like, I'll just give you an example. So, I'll be talking to friends and family, and they're like, "Oh, I just want this. I want just enough. I want just like." Anytime you have to preface it with just, that's not what you truly want. Okay, so a lot of people are always prefacing their desires with, "Oh, if I could just get a little bit, just like it's so small." Like, and they're trying to justify why they just want just enough versus expanding your mind and being honest with yourself. Like, look, this is what I want, and just owning it. A lot of us have a hard time owning our true desires, and as a result of not owning our desires, we don't ever put the energy forward to get what we truly want because we're in denial. So you're really not convincing nobody. You're playing yourself when you say, "Oh, I just want this." Just is always some bull crap. It always is, girl. It always is. Yeah, that's something I noticed. Like, for me, it's really important to be healthy. It's really important to be wealthy. It's really important to be happy. And if I was to play myself and be like, "Oh, I just want to make X amount, just enough to get by, just enough to pay my bills," nobody's really happy with just enough. Like, especially if you live in America, nobody is happy with what just enough gets you. So, stop playing yourself. That gets on my nerves so bad. But yeah, when it comes to being a dream girl, I'm honest. Like, hey, what's something crazy? I wanted a Tesla, right? I got that. Love that. But then I told myself, I never said, "Oh, I'll be happy when if I just get a Tesla." No, babe. I want a McLaren Artura. That's like a $300,000 car. That's what I want next. I want a big ass house. Like, I want a mansion. I don't just want a little tiny house or just something modest. Like, modest doesn't move me. And if people are honest with themselves, modest doesn't move them either. Like, nobody wants to just go on vacation. Okay, hold on. If you never go on vacation, just getting in the building, just getting in that country would be nice. But once you experience that, you're going to be like, "Look, this the last time I bring just enough money." Let me see. They mean is if that's what it has to come to, they'll deal with it. But why set limitations when there's no limit? Yes, Janelle, you are on it. So initially, okay, all right. Let me step back there. On that note, initially, it's okay to have a basic target. Initially, that's okay. But after a while, you will outgrow that target, and you have to be willing to up it. So, like, for instance, my initial goal probably, I don't know, last year, 2 years ago, or I don't know, when I was a kid, was always to be a millionaire, right? Now I'm a millionaire, and I didn't know there was a difference between a net worth millionaire, a cash flow millionaire, and I guess you could say a revenue millionaire. So there's all these different types of millionaires. You don't know that till you get there. So don't play yourself. Don't be like me. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with being a net worth millionaire, but that's two different lifestyles, okay? Those are two different lifestyles when you really look into it. So the net worth millionaire, which is what I am, what me and my husband are, that means you have over $1 million in assets. That's awesome. But the real goal is to be a cash flow millionaire, okay? That's two different things. When you're a cash flow millionaire, that means all the assets that you have from however amount of assets it takes to earn $1 million in cash flow. So that means after everything has been paid for, you are netting $1 million in cash flow. That's where I want to be, okay? But I didn't know that. So with that being said, when you're evolving your goals, don't just put a cap on it though. So many people, not only do they not reach their goal because their goals are too small, but they put a cap on it versus dang, okay, I already made it here. What's over there? What's next? And I only do things that are, child tired. I only do things that are aligned with what my ultimate vision for myself. What's most important to me is freedom, is being able to give back and help as many people as possible and look good while doing it. I'm honest, okay? That's what's important to me. So if it's not really doing any of those three things, I got some questions. And then I decide if that's what I want to do or not. Yes, constantly evolving should be the goal. Some are driven and they don't see what others see in them. They need to be in that place to receive it. That's true, Janelle. That is so true. That is so true. But what I found is you can't push people that don't want to go. There are so many people that have been in my life that had so much potential, but they couldn't see it. And I was wasting so much of my energy, so much of my potential, pouring it into them. So my thing is, if you're not ready to get real with what you want and get real with what it takes to get there, I can't do nothing for you, babe. I can't. Because two things. You're delusional. People are delusional in two ways. Whether that's, I don't really want all of that. They're trying to convince themselves that they want a small life. So that's the one way. And then the second way are the people that want a big life but are in denial of what all it takes to get there. Your current reality is a reflection of everything you've been thinking and also how you've been moving thus far. And it's really simple. Move different, think different, get some new information, apply it, then it's up from there. But a lot of people miss that. So it's just I don't know. Those are the two ways you could be delusional. And if you're not ready to outgrow that, one of those two, there ain't nothing I could do. Because it's a full-time job being me. That's the truth. It's a full-time job being me. So, yeah, that's the thing. Something that I've also noticed is a lot of people are over committed to their current identity. So what do I mean by that? Your current identity is your current personality. Everything that you have, right now, people are so attached to it. Even if it sucks, okay? Even if it sucks, people are so attached to what is and what it's been versus realizing we as humans have the opportunity to decide and create. We are literally creators. I believe that. I believe that there is a master creator. There's God. But he also gave us as humans the ability to create. And it's up to us what we want to do with that. And if we decide we don't want to create, guess what? We're going to be a part of somebody else's creation. And there's nothing wrong with that. But you have to decide if that's what you want to do. And a lot of people don't want to do it, but they're scared. They're scared of doing something different. And as a result, they're just too attached to what is, what has been, versus what can be, what you are becoming. So those are two different things. But I actually have this superpower. This is weird, girl. I have this superpower to where I can literally try on identities like it's hats. So I'll give you an example. When I was a kid, I used to think that, somebody told me I was a Virgo, okay? And I used to be so shy. I used to be so quiet, so like awkward, so insecure. So, well, don't get me wrong, I still have insecurities. I'm a human. But I used to be so awkward and so like afraid of everything. Afraid to talk to people. I used to be the girl in the corner that would just look and see and just watch everybody else. Then I found out that, I'm a Leo. Somebody else told me that, in fact, you're a Leo. So I did my little research and found out like what it means to be a Leo. And boom, I just decided I was gonna be a Leo and move like a Leo. And it's suited me ever since. Okay? That's one example of how I can just find something that I like and just try it out to see if it's a good fit for me. And identifying as a Leo has been a good fit for me. So when you have the ability to know yourself, go inside and see, hey, this aspect of me is not working. Like, it's not helping me get to where I want to go. Like, for instance, me being shy, me being quiet, me being nervous about talking to people, that was an attribute that was not serving me. So I just decided, look, I'm going to be outgoing now. I'm gonna be bold. And because I made that decision, my life is completely different. And now when people see me, they're like, oh, Z, you are so confident. You are so, you're so courageous. You are so fearless. Oh, you're so outspoken. I decided to be. And that's something I'm going to be teaching you all in my training, is how you literally can change your identity. Because if you change it, the faster you change your identity, the sooner and faster the results you'll get. That's in anything. That's in business. That's in relationships. That's in your health. If you're on your weight loss journey. Changing your identity applies to everything. And I've done that in every aspect. I used to be 225 pounds. That was a long time ago. But I've been not this fit, but I've been this aware of what kind of things I need to eat. How often do I want to work out? Like, I've been aware of who I want to become or who I'm becoming for a really long time. And I just don't slip back. Like, even if I was to gain 30 pounds, 40 pounds, I don't identify as a person that's unhealthy. So because I don't identify as that, it's very easy for me to just get back on track with what I feel is right for me. And even in business, another way to shift your identity in business, or how I've shifted my identity in business, is I used to work in corporate. I was a data techie, data girl. I used to just be on my computer. I didn't have to talk to anybody. I mean, I would just share my reports, share what's going on in business. That was one identity, one box, if you will. I decided I don't want to report to nobody about nothing. Okay, well, what does that look like? I want to be an entrepreneur. I see all these other people over here getting money in real estate. I want to do that. I learned how to do that. And I just changed my identity as someone who can do that. I didn't know nothing about real estate before I got into it. I just can jump into things and trust that I will figure it out. Like, my confidence, I am never 100% sure about anything, but I am 100% sure I will figure it out every single time. Something good is going to come from it. Everything works out for me because I believe and because I'm willing to do the work. I'm willing to make changes. I'm not over attached to one way of doing things. I'm flexible. And because I'm open to the different possibilities, things work out for me a lot faster than for most people. And again, that's because I'm not over attached to these different identities. In relationships, personally, I used to be so like, I'm an independent woman. I got this. I am so strong. I can do it. I can figure it out. I don't need no help. I really used to be like that. And I realized, that's not serving me. Being like that is not helping me. And the type of men I was attracting, the boys I was attracting, they wanted me to figure out all of their problems too. So I'm like, hold on. That's a problem. There's a disconnect here. And when you realize there's a disconnect within how you've been doing things, I just made the shift. A friend of mine introduced me to the femininity work, the feminine lifestyle. I was like, oh yeah, I need that. And I learned about it. And it was that simple to switch it. And I got huge results really quickly. Ran up a bag really quickly. Was able to position myself to get the things that I wanted very quickly. And it's just because I wasn't committed to one way of doing things, one identity, what I had always known. Because I wasn't committed to what I had always known, the possibilities are endless. Like, even now, what I'm learning in business and even more womanly stuff, I'm like, okay, there's still a lot of room for improvement. Awesome. I'm not attached to how I've been doing things. If things are not working, if one idea, one way has gotten me thus far, it's not going to take me up here. You get what I'm saying? So that's how I see it. But you have to also, again, circling back to the beginning, you have to be honest about your desires. And I'm honest. I like big stuff. I like big Leo energy. I like big. I like doing stuff big. I like being big, even though I'm 5'2". I like being big. And I like big results. I like big everything. So I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get there. Anything that's legal and ethical and morally sound, to me, I'm willing to do it. So I don't get caught up in, this is the Christian way of doing it. Oh, this is how we've always done things. Oh, this is how we as black women do things. Oh, this is how. I don't get caught up in none of that. I'm open to who's getting the results that I want and how are they doing it. If I think it's something that I want to try it out, give it a go, see how it fits for me, I just do it. And that's the difference. That's the difference for the people who wish they could have certain things, and then there's the people that are getting it. It's because the people that are getting it are not over attached to what was, what has been. Okay? So yeah, that's all I really wanted to talk about today. Let me know if this resonates with you. I am having I can't breathe. And I think, what's today's day? In like 2 weeks, Dream Girl Makeover starts. So if you're one of those people that you feel like you don't get seen, you don't get the attention that you're looking for, you're always overlooked, or you don't attract the type of guys that you actually want to attract, because you are such a loving, caring person, like the people that you actually want to be with just totally just miss you. If you're one of those girlies, take a look. Link in bio for the Dream Girl Makeover. We start on August 23rd. Will be our first class. I'll put some other modules in there before the 23rd. But yeah, our first live class is on the 23rd. So take a look at that. But that's all I have for y'all. Don't be a person that lies to themselves about what they want. You have to be honest. The first step in getting what you want is be honest about what you want. Okay? So I'll see you over there. Have a great day. Bye.